Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Transport Fever 2. Coming at you with more of our Dedication Island series. Thank you very much for being here. Oh my god, have we got a doozy in store for you today. Do not forget, folks, by the way, if you're enjoying this series, if you're enjoying each and every one of the episodes, do not forget to smash that like button for us and help us get the word out across the YouTubes. And of course, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We have brand new content every single day, 7 days a week, coming at you. This game, other games, you name it, we're going to be doing it. So please, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and prepare to be overwhelmed with fantastic content. Okay, we have a lot planned today. Like I said, we've got a lot to do. Let's back out here and talk about what the plans are. We are going to set up the infrastructure that can bring tools from Shepland to Curryburg. And we are also going to rethink the infrastructure and the setup of how we produce planks in Joshland in order to ensure that we can supply the tools factory with everything it needs to supply all these cities with the tools. So, let's do it. Let's jump right in. First thing I want to do is I want to go into Shepland and set up where the tools will be coming towards Curryburg. And what I've decided to do is I am going to set up a train yard right here. And I'm hoping... Oh, before I forget, I want to... I want to get the game running. A, because I want to make money. I'd like to get out of debt by the end of this episode. That would be ideal. And also, because I need some of these PAX lines that we set up recently in the previous episode to be able to just cycle through and get their demand going and kind of get to the point where they have an even flow where we can figure out how many buses we need and if we need to add another train, stuff like that. So we'll have it running in the background as we rip through this video. But let's get going. Train. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fit... No, I'm just trying to think. I was thinking that I was going to go like this. But if I do this, then I won't be able to put the road across here and put the other tools factory here, which is definitely the plan. What I could do is put the other train yard on the other end, or I could just start it here instead. We want it to go just to the right of this coal and then bend in and go right into there into Curryburg. And I'm just thinking, I definitely can't put it here. I was going to put it there, and now I realize I can't because I wouldn't be able to put this road across and put the tools on the other side. So then the option becomes... Let me just think this out here. This is a slow start. I was planning on having a lot done. Or getting off to a quick start and getting lots done. Why won't this produce a straight road? Seriously? There we go. So, straight road. And then we would have the other tools factory go in here. And as I've done this, I realize now that I wouldn't have wanted to put the road in yet anyway. Unless, you know what I could do? I could put it in the opposite direction. Give it a little bit of a... I could do it this way. And give it a little bit of a slightly different look than the one being right beside it. You know what? I'm not going to any regrets there. I'm just going to plop that down and be happy about it. Delete this. I can always work with that, smooth that out, and make that pretty again. But with two tools factories here and this train station reaching both, I now have the option of setting up another train station. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this road out here. And I'm going to put the train station right here as well. So I was going to have it here. I'm just going to do the same spot, but just start it a little further out. And they should still, these two train stations should still meet. There may be an occasion where that becomes important in the future. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is this train station is going to be like this and like this. And the one thing to keep in mind is there's a good chance that I'm going to actually turn this into a PAX station as well, a passenger station. And it would kind of be nice to maybe have the passenger station on this side. So I could maybe leave enough room. I'm just trying to think. Or maybe I put the... Oh, you know what I could do? Let's just do it that way. Let's put this road out here a little further. Just give me a little bit more room. And what if we put in the passenger station right away? And we make a passenger station like this. I don't know if that'll work that way, though. The way I've done this one over here. Alright, this is going to at least give me an idea of how much room I need. I don't want to waste $500,000, so I'm just going to kind of line it up a little bit. So I'm going to want it kind of at the second tree, start the other one. So let's go ahead and do this. Terminus Station, like this. And if I put it here, I think I'm leaving myself enough space. Like that. Is that? No, that's not even close to parallel. What am I doing? That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and slap it down. And... you know what? I'm gonna do that. There's one thing I don't know if I'm not figuring this out or what the situation is, but I feel like that one doesn't fit. Shoot. It should give you better options when you're starting out on where to... I kind of want to do the big one. Is when you go to select it, you should be able to select which starting thing you want. I don't know, like, so because then you don't have to configure in and guess, because I wanted to put the big building in and there's no room. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be happy with this one for now, like that. And I got to get moving because we don't want to waste time mulling over insignificant things. So let's start on the inside line because we're going to make a left-hand turn. Let's make sure we're going perfectly flat. And lay out this track. And I think I don't want to go quite that far. Because I'm going to want to start the turn as quickly as I can. Because I'm going to want to go in here. And turn in. I'm actually going to come back a little bit more. Let's come back to about there. And it'll be right through there. Like that. So the other station will come in here. And I think what I might actually do... I was going to put the station in first, but it kind of goes uphill a bit there. Yeah, let's put the station in first, and then we'll make the adjustment. So cargo terminal, and again, this will also likely become a passenger terminal also. But what I'll do is I will Potentially build the cargo, or sorry, the passenger terminal off the right as this, and have that road here come up that way. So this road here will split up there and down here. So if I set this up just to go straight through there, I just need to get past that. If I'm on this angle, yeah, I think that's going to work. There, I'm going to place it right there and be happy about it. And we're going to put in... For now, I'm just going to do this super easy. Like that. Like that. And go like that. And then we can put the truck station in here. And again, we'll have the option. I might have to adjust this road slightly, but we could put the other traffic in there and then have the line come up there or something. Figure that out. Let's put the tracks down here. Again, we'll start on the inside line. Make sure we're adjusting to go perfectly flat. I thought there was more of a mound there, but I guess not. I guess this is the mound out here, and it looks like it's the other way. So let's go ahead and do this. Again, like I said, make sure you are perfectly level. Yikes. Okay. And come to there. Like that. And then I'm going to see if we can just skirt past this. Yes, we can. Now, there might be an overall elevation change between where this station is and where this station is. And what you want to do is have a nice long stretch where you put this in so that if there was an elevation change, you're allowing that slope to occur again over a nice long stretch. So you make this corner. And it looks like it probably does actually go up a little bit to get to that station, because this was perfectly flat here. And it feels like it slides down to get to this. So there's that. We're almost done here. On this station, we just go like this. Come over here. And boom, just like that. We can just go ahead and lay in our cross racks here. Same thing over here. Of course. Then we'll quickly put in our signals. Did I screw that one up? Okay. I screwed that one up for sure. Like that and like that. By the way, how cool is it that these things are just moving around and stuff? Like, that's some pretty sweet looking stuff right there. Sorry. Sidetrack. All right. We now have the ability to move tools from here to here. So what I'll need to do is put in a truck stop, This should be the only good that we bring in this way, I think. Because the fuel will come down through here from our fuel harbor. Will come down into here. So the only good we'll ever need to bring in here will be the tools that we're bringing in right now. So we can definitely go ahead and just slide that in here. Right across the road. Is that perfectly square? Or as perfect as the game's going to let us get? That's better there. Let's go like that. And then we just set up 2 lines. We need to go new line from... Oh wait, no, we need to do one more thing. We need to determine where the tools are required. The tools will be required in here. And then we need to declare a location for the drop-off, which means one more truck stop, of course. And we can get rid of that now. We don't want it because the white, that annoying white screen makes it difficult to see. If we put it out here, it reaches everything, I think. It just needs to get up into here, which it does. And it'll allow the commercial just to expand around here without a problem. The industrial will live back here. We'll have to set up some sort of a major road that goes from here to here in order to set up the industrial line out here that sends stuff that way. But yeah, I like this. This is good. Let's throw this down in here. Square it up. There we go. So now we can create that line. New line goes from here to here. And this is going to be final delivery of tools, which is something dark like that. I'm not sure if I like that. Let's call it that. And then we're going here, and this is DEL for delivery. Tools to Curryburg. Oops, Curryburg, not Curryberth. And then we will go with another new line from here to here. This will be a lighter blue. And that will be freight tools to Curryburg. Like that. And we will start off by purchasing 2 trucks. Well, I'm not sure if calling them trucks is particularly accurate, but tools to Curryburg it is. And then we need a train, and of course we do not have a... We didn't put one in here, did we? I think at one point we did have when I took it out. I'm going to put one in here because we're going to need to add a bunch of trains in here. I'm just going to go ahead and throw one down in here. And maybe it'll be... Because this line's kind of... It's just like terminus to terminus within one's... between 2 cities. There's not likely to be any other way to access... this area other than to go ahead and spend the time. By the way, we are just making money so fast. Debt-free living, folks, and we still got lots of money to play with. Let's go ahead and buy the train. Let me just put it right here at the end. Like that. And get the tracks going. And one more like that. That's good. Boom, like that. And we will, we will go ahead and purchase a vehicle for this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use these again for the cargo, especially on a shorter run like this. And this is tools, so we need these here. So capacity of 42. It's a relatively short run. I'm willing to bet we could make it twice. Would be 84 if we had two. That would, if we had two of these, it'd be 160 something. If we I'm just trying to think here. 42. Let's say we made 3 stops a year. That would be put us in the 120s if we had 2 trains. I'm gonna go with this with 6. Shorter train allows us to get up to speed quicker on a short run. Let's go ahead and throw that on the line, which is freight tools to Kurberg. So we should. A nice little train coming here. And to top it off, we should see you know what I just realized? I put this thing down, but I don't actually know if I want it running. I guess it doesn't. Ooh, another train unlocked. I guess it doesn't matter if they're both running. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really make any difference if they're both running. They're just, although it'd be nicer to have the one upgrade completely. Can I turn off? That's the big question right there. Can we turn off a factory? I don't think we can. If there's something I'm missing, let me know in the comments or something. I don't know if there's a way to do that. But we should be able to very soon have, there we go, some are being made for Kurberg there, which means they should be getting put on the platform here. And it's saying they're going undelivered. That's suspicious. All right, let me they're both making them for Kurberg, and they're both going not transported. But they definitely, you know what I'm wondering is if this isn't considering itself, well, I mean, it's saying it's connected, but because I deleted and then added it in, maybe if I put it back in again, it's got to be this one, of course. This is frustrating, man. I love this game, but every once in a while stuff doesn't work and it can be really, really annoying. We have a line here with trucks on it. Or whatever you... wait a minute. What? Did I buy the... Oh my god, did I buy the wrong... No. What? Oh my god. This says the vehicles are cargo. These are the ones I bought right here. But it says all cargo. I'm wondering if it's saying... No, it should... Why do they have... Oh, I was clicked on the wrong ones. Oh, okay, sorry, I might. So these are definitely capable of picking up tools and bringing them over here, which is where they're demanded. Okay. Sell the vehicles. Delete the line. And start over. There to there. Dark blue. The line is called Delivery of Tools to Curryburg. And we're going to purchase 2 of the cargo wagons and put it on the line. Come on. I didn't buy the wrong stuff for the train, did I? Nope. Oh, there we go. So I just remade that line, the delivery line at the end, just remade it, and the game was like, all right, we'll let you have it. Okay, so now we have set up the mechanic for delivering the tools. But what does that mean? That means we need a whole bunch more tools because we're going to need upwards of 100 in here. We're already only meeting about half, or well, I guess 70% of our demand for tools in Rangerton. And so we need somewhere in the vicinity of about 240 to 250 tools being produced right now. We have plenty of capacity, obviously, in our 2 factories we've got down here, which are looking mighty fine indeed. But that means we need more wood. I'm trying to think of how... Sorry, I'm just looking around here. I'm sorry I'm making it dizzy. I want the industrial to grow, and I like the industrial to grow across here. We have this one main road, and I'm wondering if I made this road. I don't know why. I just kind of get this feeling like I want to do it, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. No, it's not going to let me. It's going to collide with that. Because this could end up... Well, I guess there'd be the road here as well. And then industrial could kind of fill out here as well on this side. Kind of fill this whole area in nicely. Make these 2 factories feel like they're in the heart of an industrial land. Something like that. But oh well. Let's move on. Other things to do. And that includes setting up some new infrastructure out here. Now, in between videos, I will let you know, as you can see, I set up a new road that takes you from Joshland to Rangerton. And the reason why I did that is because this line here, this road here is in our way. Don't like it. It's in our way. We're going to get rid of it. So now I can delete it because I actually set up 2 waypoints so that they would purposely use this road even though this one's slightly shorter. And the reason I did that is because we are going to completely rethink how it is our sawmills operate. And by the way, when I did set this up, I actually redid this track because it wasn't perfectly flat. It went over a couple mounds from early on when we didn't have a lot of money to spend on moving land. This track is now pretty much perfectly flat. Road going nicely parallel to it. Looks real good. And then it darts in here and does that kind of thing. And then I had to end up refixing, maneuvering this so the line looks a little different now. But we've got it set up. Now, long term, this is going to disappear right here because I am going to set up a couple of locations where we bring wood in from, and we're actually going to set up a terminal right here where the trains will come in, and then we'll have sawmills on either side of it, probably 4 of them. Because when you think about it, we need lumber for not just the tools, which long term we're probably going to need both of these factories up and running at up and running at full speed. So that would be 400 each for a total of 800. 800 would mean 2 sawmills running at full capacity. And then we also need it for the production of machines, I believe, right? Where's the machines factory? There's got to be a machines factory around here somewhere. Maybe I've deleted them all. There we go. Here's one. So we need the lumber and the steel. So in this case, we will need probably, in order to produce, say, even just 400 machines, which will probably need more like 600 or 800 when we get to the very end, we will need another 600 or 800 lumber. So that means we will need, all told, 800 times 2 capacity. So which means 4 factories for 1600. And my thought is, there's a bit of a hill here, but I think we can work with it. And I am actually going to put a train station right in here. And we will flank it with lumber yards on either side. And then what we'll do is, I'm not sure if I'm going to have something like this. I think what I might do is have a lumber yard here and a lumber yard here. And then the roads, and then they connect this way to a location where we can bring the lumber. And then we'd have another road on the backside, so then it'd just be the rail in the middle. I think that's the way I want to do it. And then the rail would be able to connect, hopefully, with everything. We have to sort that out. I think the number one solution for that would be to put in another lumber yard. Yeah, I think I need to put in another lumber yard. Let me just check something here real quick. Let me go like this. Spending a bunch of money on moving land here, folks. Which is courageous considering we just got out of debt, but it's not too bad. And then we can just smooth it out a little bit there. Now, the train yard. Oh man, it's gonna take a lot of. You know what? I'm just gonna have faith that this will work. I'm pretty sure there's no doubt in my mind that it definitely will work. So we're gonna do a cargo terminus, nice and long, 2 bays, a nice fancy train station. And I'm going to have it stick out just a little bit. Is that parallel with this road? That road's not parallel though. Which means, yeah, I have to make an adjustment there. That's fine. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room here. And then there'll be enough room there. And I'm gonna stick it just so. Like that. Then, what I want to do is, I want to go into industry. And I want to grab, doesn't really matter, but in this case it would be a sawmill, so why not just choose it. And I want to see, out the back, would this connect? You know what I would need to do? I need to move, oh shit, what a waste of money that was. I actually need to move it and have, because what I can do is, if I go like this and configure, I would, maybe I can't, I don't know, just a second. Cargo buildings, would I be able to do these along here? Yeah, I could. So I could put cargo buildings along the side that would connect with this. But in order to do that, I would need to make more room here. Yeah, let's do it right. It's going to look cool as well, so why not, right? Let's spend the money. We want to make sure that we have lots of room. So let's go in here and set that up. Now if we were to turn this like this, I'd have to put it something like this. God, it's 450,000 if we're wrong and we put it too far or too close. Wish there was a way of adding on, like configuring the station and then paying for it. That would be genius. Cargo. And I guess there's different sizes, so you could always put in bigger ones. Although I guess they go... that one reaches further. This one reaches a little further. Yeah, so there'll be plenty of space in here. If there's space here, there would be space here. And then, actually, I'm curious. There's no room for the biggest one, but there is room for the second biggest one. That's nice. So we'll be able to do some really cool stuff along there. And then, of course, we'll do the same thing on this side. And then put the 2 lumber yards over here. So we have a total of 4 lumber yards. So, with that being said, we still have some things to do. And that is, I would like to configure, at the very least, cargo. I would like to put a main building in here of the largest type. Make it super sexy. Sexy, sexy. Alright. And one more time. Let's come in here and move some land for us. I want a road that comes down here and connects into here. And then I want a truck stop in here. In fact, what I'll probably end up doing is deleting this road here. I would need to pause the game for a moment. And delete that. And then a road would come like this. Might even consider a bigger road. No, that's fine. It's not gonna be that crazy. So a nice straight parallel road. That feels good. Like that. Keep it nice and flat. Like that. And then this road like that. So that this is the direct line around this corner. And then what we could actually do as well is put this back in if we wanted. To that intersection, which looks almost perfectly straight. Ends up turning a bit. But that actually looks really good. I like it a lot. This comes in here, and then like I said, we would have a truck station. I'm just going to clear a little bit more space out here. Make sure that this truck station goes in the right location. And I'm gonna have a nice big truck station here. Because what I want, I think, what I really need is for, you know what, I'm going to leave it. Because I don't know, if I put a truck station here, I'm pretty sure that this station, or sorry, the ones that are on this end, the sawmills on this end wouldn't reach it in order to create the location for everything to go. I'm going to leave it. I might end up using that, I might not, but that's fine. I can resume play. What I'd like to do real quick before I send you off is just give you a quick description of what you'll be coming back to. What I'm going to do is I am going to bring in the lumber on a rail line here that's actually going to come in over here, and it's just going to skirt just over top of this stuff here on our first bridge ever, and it's going to swoop in here. All right, and where the wood's going to come from is I'm going to have one train yard in here that's going to hook up these two, and they're going to go like this. So potentially the train yard would actually go within range of this one, and would just truck in the rest from here, and that would be 800 logs that we could bring on a train on a relatively short stretch through here, up and into there, like that. And then on a similar path, I would potentially have another train yard here, and truck these down to bring another 800 in. And now, of course, obviously, there's all kinds of options that we could use, but I really want to set it up so that all the logs come in this train yard, and this is a nice strip up here. So what would happen is there's going to be rail through here connecting Brompton to Kinshoten for a couple different reasons, and also bringing the stone in. So somewhere along this path we could hook up, at least briefly, to a rail line that comes through here like this, and then we would come through here, and then it would basically just turn and connect to the same line like this. So just be like that. Now this line here will be long term, because that's once we need more than 800 logs and 400 wood. So yeah, we're gonna long term we'll probably need all of this wood, but this is just, this is the first setup. This will be the one that we set up here first to bring in here, and then this would essentially become obsolete for now. So the wood will come in here. Now, the only thing I wanted to check out before we go is I wanted to see what we're looking like in here on our lines. So we have a ton. We have a ton of people wanting to get to the train station still, and we're not getting the backlog done. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 more of these, get them on that Kinshotaki bus line to the train, try to get that caught up. This line here is making us pretty good money. We have the 2 trains just bopping back and forth here. Full and full. And we still have more to send to the line. Over here, we are doing a little bit better job of getting people there, but still not great at 40. And in here, we have 38 people wanting to get on a train to go to Kinshotaki still. So there's a ton of demand to get to Kinshotaki and back to Joshland. Now, the other thing I wanted to look at is, it said we had 0 going to Shepland, but I'm guessing that we just put a bunch in here. But that's still only 13. And then in here, this is where the big money is going to be, is Shepland trying to get people to Joshland. Because the thing is with Joshland is Joshland's got train to Shepland, train to Kinshotaki. We got carriage ride to Rangerton or carriage ride down to Curryburg. So they have so many options for where to go. They're going to be, they're going to be split up a little bit. And it looks like it's determining that the best route for them is actually to get to Kinshotaki as far as efficient distance travel. So that appears to be what's happening. But in here, we are definitely behind because we've only got 2 people. We have 2 trains in there. Yeah, we only have 2 people there, and we have 53 there and 59 there who would really enjoy. Though half of them want to get to 16th Street. These guys, pretty much all. Yeah. So we need more. How many do we have on that line right now? We have 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's get like 5 more. Make it an even dozen. So let's go in here and let's make that an even dozen on the that's the Shep to train. There we go. Now let's go crank the speed up a moment. Actually, you know what? We'll do an update on this on the next episode. We'll update the how the movement is going as far as people getting where they need to go and stuff like that. Let's also take a quick look. How many Curryburg's getting? Getting a few tools delivered. We could maybe, what's the rate on this? 19. We could definitely use a couple more trucks delivering. Boom, bada bing, bang, boom. Cargo. Let's get 2 more on that line. That is delivery of tools to Curryburg. How many is this dropping off? 23. So that's pretty good load there. The biggest thing will be 22. What's the rate on that line? 59. That's not bad. We make that longer. It can satisfy the needs. Not almost double it. Probably have a second train on that will be the ticket. But overall, our line's doing pretty good. The tools to Curryburg line's gonna have to get up and running a bit. And the ferries are up and down. I was looking at them earlier, and they were all in the 30 to 50,000 range. Now this one's actually losing money, so it needs to plop off there. Got lots of lines making lots of money, though. The PAX lines are all up and running really well. And yeah, the Joshland to Shepland PAX lines, it's kind of weird. I was expecting it to do better than that. But what's funny is we're actually keeping pretty full on the line that is using the carriages instead. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I will digress for now because we're over on time. I do appreciate your patience and hanging out with me for the very end of this episode. Do not forget, hit that like button. Really supports me a lot. Next time, we will get into completing this parts line and setting up some more PAX lines. So until then, take care of yourselves and bye-bye.